The next comedian coming on stage is also a brother. He's not new to this Alewah event, man. He has killed it severally here. And he's not just a comedian. He has his master's in architecture. Hello? Who says comedians are not intelligent? Masters in architecture. And I have to remind you, that is what our economy is becoming. Obebo masters, but obey comedy. Because our finance minister said, to be an entrepreneur. What do you think I'm doing right now? Entrepreneur of laughter. He's coming on stage and he likes to come with style. So DJ, if you are ready for him, if you are also ready for him, make some noise for Dwomoh.
It's Kelpie Vibes.
Zlatan.
If I receive,
You go see, I'm killing them shot. Because I swear to God, the fight, we're killing them back. Rah, we go to win them like that. Oh, God, I can know, be a belly jack.
Yo, DJ, cut it. Cut it. That's why Funny Face did and he got mad. Cut it. Don't cut it. So I'm coming all the way from Kumasi to come and perform here to support my brother Nelson. Please give it up for Nelson. When I was coming, this is my first time here, so I couldn't find the direction to the place. So I was giving the boat driver pressure. Like, he should speed up. And then he came to a crossroad. There's no traffic. You know, in Ghana, when there's no traffic, it's survival of the fastest. Have you guys noticed? While we're near, then you go faster. So he was trying to go, and then a red car shoved in front of him. So, you know, in Ghana, when somebody irritates you in traffic, what do? You insult the person. It's part of driving school in Ghana. He was going to say, Kwasia. When he took his head out, it was his pastor. He said, Kwasta. Good afternoon. I'm not sure. He thinks he's wise. It's not easy. And Ken was making jokes about Kumasi people, and I really hate Kumasi stereotypes. As someone coming from Kumasi, you know why? Because they are true. Kumasi for your boyfriend, Charlie. I remember during the lockdown, I'm in a place with 4 guys, and we decided to make something useful with our time during the lockdown. So we said, this is what we're going to do. We don't speak good English. So during this lockdown, we are all going to learn how to speak good English. So this is what we will do. To make the law effective, if you speak Tree, you pay 50 cedis. So that you force and speak Tree. And we thought it was a good law. Now, all of us, we can't speak good English. After 2 weeks, we have 4,000 cedis. And ironically, we saw that one guy, he had not paid 1 cedi. Eric had not paid 1 cedi. That was when we realized that after all the 2 weeks, the guy had not spoken 1 word. That was when it got to mind that all these 2 weeks, the guy has been using sign language. And he doesn't even know sign language. He was using Takashi sign language. He want knife, he would say, Eric, I don't speak sign language, but this is not knife. This is, you want to kill someone, don't do that. When he's hungry, say, Eric, please say something. Just say something. You can't be doing this. So we came together and told him that we won't accept sign language because the purpose of the thing is for us to learn how to speak English. So say something. He said, okay, I'll say something. Then the next 2 weeks, all the guy said was, hey. And funnily enough, he could make hay fit every situation. Like he put his food in the fridge and you are coming to open. Hey. You will say, oh, Eric, I'm sleeping. So please, when it's 7, wake me up. He'll come. Hey. That The guy could make Hey work for everything. He's trying to focus on something and you're making noise. Hey. See, Eric, you can't do that. First of all, is Hey an English word or a tree word? We're asking him. What do you think? Is Hey an English word or a tree word? Eric told us that, can't you see that the sun is shining? And we're like, what had the sun shining got to do with hay? He said, they said make hay when the sun shines. Wow, Eric, you got us there. You got us. And that's how we live our lives in Kumasi. Our English is terrible. We don't speak good English. We are not apologetic about it. We don't care. You know why? Our terms are nice. We have the best terms, so that is why our English sucks. Let me tell you about our terms. One of our most epic terms is lie. And we can economize it. We can use one term for 20 things. Should I explain to you? How many of you have been to Kumasi? When you meet your brother, how do you greet? Lie, bang. Then they'll respond, no lie. We haven't said anything, but we understand. We know what you are talking about. That is lie. And lie can mean so many things, depending on the context. If something is good, at the end of the day, a lie. So, who's your banner here for banner day? Banner lie. When you buy food, the food is tasty. At the end of the day, a lie. Who's your banner pen? I'll call your banner lie. Kumasi people are creative. Please put your hands together for them. But this is where it gets confusing. When the lie irritates you, you a lie. Say now a lie. But the crazy thing is that the opposite of lie is no lie. But the opposite of no lie is not lie. Oh. The opposite of no lie is more lie. That's how Kumasi people are. But the craziest part is that more lie can mean no lie, depending on the context. It can be the same thing. There are also synonyms and antonyms. Only in Kumasi language. Should I explain to you? You are working at KGTR and you step on the Kumasi guy's foot. Say, oh, see them man, my tear on us. I mean, people say, oh, no lie. To wear your shorts, yeah, more lie. You just said no lie 2 seconds ago. Say me, okay, more lie. That's how Kumasi people are. It's crazy. In Kumasi, our things are different. I've actually been wondering, what if Jesus was a Kumasi boy? Have you ever wondered? Jesus Christ as a Kumasi boy. And Jesus is going to die, so he told the disciples, I'm going to die and blah, blah, blah. I'll go and make disciples of all nations. They will all go. Judas will come back. Judas, Kumasi boy, go and make disciples of all nations. Hey, all nations. Asking, you are seeing and they send him over from Ubai. Judas, the guy will not go like that. And Jesus will say, well, but before I die, we are going to have the Lord's Supper, which is my last supper. So we are going to eat. Then Judas will ask again, Jesus will say, bread and wine. So, oh, yes, so bread and wine, they say no lie. Enkodi fufu. Na Lord's Supper there. Enkodi fufu. Judas will never succumb to that. And I think the part that will blow Jesus' mind is the part that Judas betrays him with a kiss. Kumasi boy, like in the Ghanaian setting, your fellow man will kiss you. Think about it. And Jesus is a Kumasi boy. Jesus will be so disappointed because he knew he was going to be betrayed, right? So that part doesn't surprise him, but the part that he discovers that Judas is gay. Judas will see the Roman soldiers, then you say, the person I kiss is the one. You go. Jesus will say, hey, what's up? Hey, Judas, what did you do? Jesus will not have it that way, Charlie. In Ghana, you can't be gay. It's not allowed. It's culturally prohibited and it's constitutionally unaccepted too. But I think there are other reasons why you can't be gay in Ghana. Do you know why? Have you seen now there's this new trend of wedding hashtags? Have you guys realized? A couple are getting ready to marry. They are thinking of the wedding venue, wedding this, wedding that. But also, they are thinking of a fancy wedding hashtag. Gay people won't have nice hashtags. Kwame West Asiama. Kwame Asiama hashtag Kwasia. It won't be nice. I'm not going to that wedding. You go to the wedding, you come. Hey, if an dress your coin. Oh, I'm just coming from Kwasia. And Kwasia for the wedding, no. Oh, that be Kwasia for that's their name. Kwasia #Kwasia. It won't be nice. It won't be nice. Asante West Boama. #Aboa. It won't be nice. And I think you can't be gay. You can't be gay in Ghana. You can't come out to your parents in Ghana. If you are rich, you go for therapy. Rich people, therapy. You tell your daddy, I want to tell you something. I don't know, for the past few months, I feel within me that I'm a lady. I'm a lady. I'll watch me. I'm a lady. Because they are rich people, they don't have a lot of problems, so they have to create problems for themselves. Say, Junior, you know what? This is not you. I know who you are, and you need to see the family therapist, okay? Then Junior will go and see the therapist. Therapist speaks some sense into Junior. Junior comes back the next day. Junior is good. Same scenario here, neighbor. If you want to be gay. Oh, come and tell your father. Oh no, you haven't paid him like 6 months at work. Or to Hodo, like he's very, very hard. He's thinking about important things. You come. And here for you don't even say daddy. Da. Da. Hey, you hear him? I'm Ferrari. I think I'm gay. I think Kwame. Kofa Banabra. Can I okay any beam? That I think Ujimi no Okwasia Abua Oma mene me ye adwuma hell the gay okodi trumu Kwasia Abuaba. They will beat the gay out of you. The next day he will come. Dad, this is my girlfriend. Okwasia. You can't be gay in Ghana. It's not it's not done anywhere. You want to be gay in Ghana? It's not accepted. You know, one funny thing. Being a comedian in Ghana, it feels like being gay in America. You know why? When you become a comedian, people are disappointed in you. Say, Dwomoh, old school no abin on. You need to cry. Anyway, oh, Ghana economy and your and people become disappointed, and at the point you have to come out. Like being gay in America, at the point they say, I want to come out of the closet, I want to come out. So at the point you come out as a comedian. You tell people I'm a comedian. And it's not an easy thing to do. I told my mom I'm a comedian as if I was a thief. I was looking for a day that the environment was conducive, and then I would tell her, I'm looking for a day that she's like happy. We're having a good son mommy moment in the kitchen. Yeah, you say, "Mom, better make us and be true." African mother be cool small. And that's him. Say, "Man, I will try." But when you will be banned, so that better. Men you will be baby. And that's him. Mom, better me again. Because I'm man, better me a comedian. Hey, like I said, when I'm now Jimmy. It's not like that. It's not like that. I mean, Jimmy. It's not. You know, this modern one is like it's modernized. We call it stand-up comedy. I thought I'm convincing her. Stand-up comedy. Jimmy. And I had never thought of it that way because stand-up, I'm literally standing there, and I'm not Jimmy. I'm saying funny stuff. Do you think I'm fooling? Hey, move your phone. Sorry for. Are you not Christian? You guys? I'm not fooling. Don't say that. It will kill my vibe. My girl is here. She will feel bad. And I feel bad for you guys too because you've paid to come and watch me. Think about it. And I don't like how my girl introduced me to her family. So I'm also an architect. Some of you might know, but if you don't know, and also I like to put it in my comedy performance, and there's no punchline to it. I say I'm an architect, and the girls go like, "Ooh, he's an architect." So my girl introduced me to her parents as an architect because she's shy to say that I'm a comedian. And I was notifying her, kabakuno. She didn't add it. So her dad knows I'm a comedian. He's proud of me. One day my phone is there. You know the lock screen. You tap, like, you get a notification, the lock screen comes up. And her father saw that, like, I'm holding a picture of me on stage like this with a microphone. Her dad sees it. He asks me, "Oh, what is this? You're holding a microphone. That's nice. You talk." I say, "Yeah, daddy." So what do you do? And I'm, what do you do? I say, I'm a public speaker. Yes. I'm not the public speaker. Are you not the public? And what am I doing? I'm a public speaker. I'm putting it on my CV. What are you guys thinking? And I love Legon people. You guys, I love you guys, right? How many of you are Legonites over here? Oh, you're not as many as I thought. I love Legon people, and I actually wanted to go to Legon, to be honest. It's not that I didn't make it. They didn't do the course I wanted to be an architect. I always wanted to be an architect. Legon, they don't do architecture. And of course, they don't do any good course. So, so when I was in KNUST, at a point we had this biometric toilet system. Okay, we were using our ID cards for security access and even our washroom. We call them biometric toilets because it has our biometric data. Originally, we were supposed to use our thumbprints to access it, but because of hygiene, we use our ID cards, right? Our ID cards. And they announced that henceforth, before we came to school, our WhatsApp group, they announced that henceforth, our toilets are biometric. And we were so proud of it, like technology. And there's this subtle rivalry between Legon and KNUST. When we got the biometric, we started dissing the Legon. Legon, for me, biometric toilet, this is so childish. Until I came to school, I realized how ineffective it was. One day, I had an abscess stomach. My name was too. I was going to use the washroom. I got there. I realized I forgot to pick my ID card. I was standing there and I was sweating. And there's this thing that I've realized personally. This is a scientific discovery that I've made. Biology cannot explain. Doctors cannot explain. Science cannot explain. When you have rounds two, the pressure in your ear is directly proportional to the toilet. It's like Wi-Fi. The closer you are, the stronger the connection. Science cannot explain. I won't accept the explanation. It's a fact. You guys know it. So I was literally at the door. I had 5 bars. I was ready to download. And I don't have the password, which is my ID card. I was sweating. Unfortunately for me, some ladies were coming around. They were going to use the ladies' side. Fine ladies, about in a group of 4. 4 ladies. Hey, they were coming with their ID cards. Instead of me to be humble and take one ID card and use it, I peg like this. I'm acting like I'm waiting for a friend. Like me, I'm coming to shit. Like really me. Like I'm just waiting for my friend. That's when I realized how ineffective that thing was. And one thing that disgusted me most is that it wasn't designed by the students. If it's a University of Science and Technology and they want to claim that they are good, they should design it themselves, right? If they can't design it, they should partner with Kantanka. Kantanka biometric toilet. It will be great. The downside is that the toilet will speak to you. That one, you can't avoid it. Every Kantanka product will speak at you, so that one, you can't do anything about it. But for some reason, I think the Kantanka biometric toilet to be discriminative based on your academic performance. And in KNUST, we don't use GPA, we use average, CWA, which is like 100 is good, and 0 is, of course, is terrible. So 30, 70, you are killing it. So I think if you are coming to use the washroom, the toilet will know, because when you use your ID card, it will know your data, right? So Kantanka toilet will be discriminative based on, you can't avoid it. So imagine a guy with a terrible average around 34.6. You want to use the toilet. He will come, then you swipe. Beep, 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 beep. 36.12. Oh, coin. So I did a unsia. TV the Sao Bene Kofi. To be. And another guy will come and he has an average of 97.4. Shaq, he'll be coming with some confidence. Then he will swipe. Beep, 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 beep. 97.23. Mo. Why are there? What's your idea? Thank you very much. My name is Ebenezer Dwomoh.
idea.
He was talking about running stomach, right? Okay, a month winning exercise. Because we've all gone through it. But when you talk about it, people pretend as if they don't do. Yeah. But everybody has experienced running stomach. I think that running stomach is more dangerous than COVID. Depending on your location. If you are home, you are safe. But if you are in a VIP bus, 1 hour away from Leonardo, that is very dangerous. Because you experience 3 conditions at the same time: hotness, coldness, humility. Oh, running stomach will humble you. Your shoulders will drop and you walk slowly. And it's at that point you realize that it's called running stomach. But my brother, you can't run. You have to walk slowly. And then you clench your buttocks together. But sometimes the thing will try to play a trick on you. You know you have pressed the thing together. But some small one will try and... Yeah. Like they will just come out like... Oh, Charlie, the guy, no rich, relax. And when you make it to the WC, especially if you are a guy, and you are removing your zip, and it's not coming, there's a dance that you have to do. If you don't do that dance, when you make I think that's how Michael Jackson discovered that dance. And finally, when you make it, and you let that fair set off, it drops, bram. Most of us, we moan. Oh, Betty. And at that point, if your anus can speak, I say, hey, bro. Boss, I can't get in house.